people, it's your girl Adeola. Okay, so much has happened in a week that I don't even know where to start. Because, you know, it's very hard to keep up with all this drama happening in Nigeria. But let's see. You guys remember last week when Mr. President said, you know, during the media chat, that he wasn't consulted before the elections were postponed, remember?
The security services, but they did not consult me anyway. If they should tell INEC, probably for one reason or the other, they should just within this period. Ordinarily, for me, it's supposed not to be an issue.
You're that phone. Thank you. Well, guess what? This week, our very own Dr. Damages, Mr. Rudolph Okonkwo, he interviewed the Director of Defense Information, that is Major General Chris Olukolade, about the postponement of the election. And the man said he was not aware.
On Wednesday, the president had a media chat, and one of the issues he addressed was the issue of postponement of the election. And he said that he was not consulted. Who is running the country? Is the president the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, or is the armed forces running the country now?
I must confess that I'm not familiar with these details, and it's not proper for me to comment on it.
Hey, that is God. So who's lying? Is it Mr. President, which I can never say that my president lied, or the security services are the ones lying? Hey, me, I don't know. I'm just saying they are pushing it. Who postponed the election now? And speaking of Olukolade, did you guys see how these foreign soldiers are really taking down Boko Haram? Yes, so I know, right? They're taking them down left and right. I thought that Nigerian security forces would be very happy, but looking at the tweets by our Major General, it doesn't look like that. First of all, he said, "Welcome, our friends from Niger. No way for your infamous looting here." What? How the poor country compensates its soldiers and claim they don't run? Like, really, Major Olukolade? That was just one of the things that he said. The man was really upset. As a matter of fact, he said nobody would disrespect my mother. Now we are painting Niger as a poor country. Meanwhile, they are helping us to defeat Boko Haram. Hey, that is God. So look at how Nigerians responded. General Olukolade, you have zero shame. Mr. Dakbo, why are you saying this now? Your incompetence is the reason they are here fighting. Ooh, snap. Did he that? What? No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Now we want the smaller countries to respect us where we do not respect ourselves. Hey, I think that the man has the right to be angry with Olukolade, except that his anger should be directed towards the Nigerian government for not providing them with adequate weapons and everything that they needed to face Boko Haram, which was why our soldiers were running away from Boko Haram. I'm just glad that he later said that they've settled all the drama, they've settled the differences between them. Thank God for that. And you know, speaking of differences, why won't Obasanjo and Jonathan settle whatever drama is between them now? Did you guys see what Baba Yaba did with his PDP membership card? Baba Yabo, that only you waka come, Why are people trashing PDP like this? I don't like it now. I don't like it. I heard that 6 House of Rep members also defected from PDP. 2 of them joined APC, others joined other parties. I said, this is very sad. This is very sad. Don't worry, Mr. President. You know, some of us will always remain loyal to PDP. So you understand? One love PDP. But you know, one thing has been bothering me, Mr. President, and you know that nobody else will talk to you about this. Only me. Excuse me, my people. Why did you deny the authenticity of the Ekiti tape now? And Mr. President, how could you? Hey, how could you? When the police affairs minister confirmed that the tape is authentic, Ayo said the governor of Ekiti himself, he did not deny it. This is Fayose talking about the tape.
Listen to that program, that clip. You will see that I was the one accusing the army of compromise. Listen, take time to listen.
Yeah, by the way, don't listen to him. He was only lying. So why would you say that the tape was fabricated? They all admitted that this thing is true. So are you now expecting us, Mr. Jonathan? Hey, see, you are getting me upset. You are getting my blood pressure up. I refuse high blood pressure. But why? Why? Why would you say the thing is not authentic?
Mr. President, bye-bye. Can't you hear your people's cry?
Is anything wrong with you today? Are you out of your mind? Not only that, Jare, Mr. Jonathan, and I'm glad that you're watching this episode. Thank you for joining us. You know that me, I'm always on your side. But these days, my Oga, you've been doing kalu. We are not sure exactly what you're up to, especially since, a pastor came out to confirm, that is Pastor Dikwa, the executive director of the Voice of Northern Christian Movement. The man has confirmed, though, that yes, indeed, you bribed pastors to preach against Buhari. Hey! Yes, so the man said it's not even 6 billion that you gave pastors, that it is actually 7 billion. Yes, so 7 billion, Mr. Jonathan. Whose money is this money that you are giving out to pastors? Is the man of God lying? Or, I can never say that you are lying, but is the man of God lying? Hey, there is God though. One more thing, Mr. Jonathan. Why are you pushing for people to use temporary voters card in this coming election? Hey, instead of them using permanent voters card.
The president has a grand plan to ensure that by hook or by crook, he wins the election. The president is trying to play Gbagbo. Gbagbo made sure he postponed the election in his country until he was sure he will win.
Is that how you present something to an elderly person? Oh, no, you understand. Sorry, Jerry, Mr. President, in case you're watching. What Kolidowo is trying to say by playing that tape is that, yes, people have been talking. Including Baba Iyabo. They are saying that you don't really want the elections to hold. Yes, so because you are afraid that you may be defeated. Me, I can never say anything like that. They are saying that is why you are pushing for voters to use temporary voters card instead of permanent voters card, when we both know that election can be rigged if people use temporary voters card. Do you have an agenda that you're yet to tell me about? You know how we are now. We are Paduna. Because people are talking. They are talking. I can't believe that some PDP lawmakers are actually saying that the Nigerian law prohibits electronic voting. I'm like, what kind of nonsense? If there's a law like that, I beg, change it quick. What is the name of that senator, by the way, from Bayelsa that was saying that people cannot use the permanent voters card, they must use the temporary one? What is his name? Henneken? Are you sure that is his name? Double check. That is his real name? Now, wow, I don't need to say anything else. But why is Jega telling us that he cannot guarantee elections would hold in March? Exactly what is going on, Mr. President. Jega said that he is ready on his end, but that he cannot guarantee the aspects of the poll that are beyond INEC's control. So who else is involved that he doesn't have power over? Oh, the military? Yeah, that's true. And you are the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, Mr. Jonathan. The army said in January that they were ready for this election. They said they were 100% ready. Suddenly, they said they are busy fighting Boko Haram. Mr. Jonathan, will they be ready by March 28? Would they be ready for this election by March 28? And can you do something about the thousands of voters' cards being stolen? I heard that police recovered 7,565 stolen PVCs in Delta State alone. This election must hold, it must hold, and it must be with the permanent voters card, Mr. Jono. Are you understanding what I'm understanding? Because my level of understanding is starting to become understated by all this drama.
Mr. President, remind, don't you see the tears in your eyes?
What is wrong with you now? You don't even know when somebody is serious. Get out of here, Gare! So is it true that the First Lady said that opposition party APC will never hold rally in her territory? Is it true or people made it up? Wow, that is God, so I'm not saying that Madam is the one behind the drama in Okrika. Not at all. I can never say anything like that. Even though the opposition party, they are saying she's the one that organized the whole drama. You know that she's a woman of peace.
Mama Peace.
Mama Peace. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Did he say Mama Peace or Mama Put?
Mama Peace.
Okay, Mama Peace, thank you. Which is why I thought that any rally in her hometown would be the most peaceful rally in Nigeria.
We need to call God to take control of today's events. God open the door villa, Open the door for Jonah to enter.
Che, didn't I just rebuke you, this boy? I just rebuked you. You need prayers. So as I was saying, APC had a rally in Okrika, and this is what happened.
No thanks to the recent violence in Okrika that disrupted the APC rally, resulting in 1 death and many injured, including our senior correspondent, Charles Eruka.
Some of the attackers who have been looting the property of the people providing the public address systems now surrounded me and tried to take my phone away from me on the suspicion that I was actually calling reinforcements to come pick them up. So in the scuffle, I got stabbed in the neck.
Yes, so my people, you will not believe it. 1 person was killed, about 50 people were injured. The guy was stabbed. Can you imagine? It was a bloody day in Okrika, and I honestly don't know why people would go to that length. Apparently, after what you guys saw, they threw some explosives as well. That's why the tents were torn and equipment were thrown everywhere. You know, I was so shocked. Gunshots, explosives, stabbing people because of elections. Hey, I thought I'd seen the worst when some people were throwing pure water and trash at PDP officials in the north. Yeah, thank you. I don't care what party you belong to. This is ridiculous. And I think what pained me the most is the fact that there was no statement or even any press release by Mr. President condemning the act in his wife's hometown. Mr. President, you should at least say something now. Apparently, though, I don't know how true it is, but apparently, the First Lady had once said that APC would never be allowed to hold a peaceful rally in her area. No wonder an earlier attempt to hold the APC governorship rally in Okrika was also disrupted by armed youth who bombed their equipment, the podium, and destroyed all the canopies that were set up.
Woman, you are my constituency. I belong to you, and you belong to me.
Chai, you know that you have a problem, right? Like, never mind. Speaking of bloody, my people, I was so heartbroken on Valentine's Day, when about 18 prominent women in Bayelsa State all went to pay homage to the First Lady, Patience Jonathan, when they got in deadly car accident. All got burned to death. Take a look. And here is the First Lady paying a visit to the homes of the deceased.
The First Lady urged them to be consoled that the deceased lived fruitful lives and impacted their families and others. She debunked reports that the women were in Port Harcourt for a program.
All of them that came is with one problem or the other. It's because of problem all of them came. And they felt that if they see me, I can solve their problem. Because I am their mother, I am their friend. But I don't know that it will happen like this.
May their souls rest in perfect peace. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to South Africa. Did you guys see the karate fight? You know, on the floor of the parliament? Okay. Let's rewind back to the beginning. Yes. Okay, so the president was to give the State of Nation address, but there were rumors that the economic freedom fighters, you guys know Julius Malema and other people, there were rumors that they may interrupt Mr. President's speech. So because they didn't want the world to see Mr. President get embarrassed, they installed a signal jammer in the parliament, preventing journalists from reporting live from the event. So the cell phone signal was lost. People that were watching on cell phones, they couldn't watch on cell phones. TV stations that were broadcasting live, they all lost the audio of what was going on in the parliament. But unfortunately for President Zuma, the MPs refused to move on until the signal was brought back.
We simply cannot proceed unless we disconnect that blocking device.
After opposition parties protested, the signal was eventually unblocked.
I love it. They refuse to proceed, you know, and then listen to this MP.
Honorable Speaker, we've been waiting for the head of state for a very long time, over an hour. I'm terribly thirsty and I think a lot of people are. Can we get the water service running? And we're waiting for the signal. We don't have water. There's a service delivery crisis here in Parliament.
Really, really, my brother, you had to bring that up. Look at this man. When Mr. President finally began his speech, you know, the State of Nation address, this is what happened.
EFF party members interrupted with points of order and privilege. They demanded answers over an alleged $23 million taxpayer-funded upgrade to his residential home.
When is the money being paid by EFT, cash or e-wallet? Thank you.
Tell him, my brother. Tell him. Tell him, Jari. You see, these people wanted the president to address when he would pay back the money that he stole to build, the taxpayers' money that he borrowed, to renovate his personal house in Kandla. They want the man to vomit the money or explain when he will vomit the money, which I think is their right to know. Now, after that interruption, that was when the members were forcefully taken out.
Then the main opposition party walked out of the chamber, saying it was unconstitutional to send police into Parliament. Julius Malema left Parliament in the knowledge that he'd succeeded in at least embarrassing the president.
My God. I thought only Nigerian lawmakers have drama. Remember when we were climbing the fence? Anyway, the best part of the drama in South Africa to me was what happened 5 days after this drama. Listen to this, man.
We have indeed allowed one powerful man to get away with too much for far too long. Please understand, Honorable President, when I use the term honorable, I do it out of respect for the traditions and conventions of this august house. But please don't take it literally. For you, Honorable President, are not an honorable man. You're willing to break this parliament if it means escaping accountability for the wrongs you have done. This was more than an assault on members of parliament. It was an assault on the very foundations of our democracy, honorable members.
Snap! My brother, did he just
But here's the question. What did you do, Mr. President? You laughed. You laughed while the people of South Africa cried for their beloved country. You laughed while trampling Madiba's legacy.
So what? The man is still laughing. Did you guys notice? Hey! Jay, somebody just yab you like that and you're still smiling. There is God. I thought that only Mr. Jonathan has that gift.
When I got the information that while we were here, there were explosions in Kaduna, which I don't even know the casualty rate now, what is happening, I've been quite sad. So I didn't even want to say something. But when the chaplain, when the priest order you must say something.
Who sent you? Must you? They know what I'm talking about. Get out. Sorry, Yari, my people. That was Nigerian president, by the way, talking about another bomb explosion in Kaduna and smiling while he was talking about it, you know. Anyway, he doesn't smile anymore. Now he does this. By the way, why can't we have people like this man in Nigeria? You know, people that would not be afraid to face Mr. President and tell him, Mr. President, you failed us. Yes, you have failed us. And you're laughing when thousands of people are crying in northern Nigeria, when people are being taken by kidnappers, when people are dying on roads because of accidents. You are laughing while thousands of our graduates are crying because they couldn't find jobs for years. You are laughing while more than 3.3 million people have been displaced by Boko Haram. You are laughing when many people don't have electricity. You said you've delivered your promise concerning electricity. You are laughing while thousands of people are still suffering. But you guys know that me, I don't know anything. I mean, what do I know? Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to the Gambia, it's been 50 years since independence. Yes. Congratulations, my Gambian people. Yes, so 50 years is not a joke, you know. A lot of Nigerian celebrities were in the Gambia for the celebration. The president of Guinea-Bissau was there. Even our vice president was there for the wonderful occasion. The best part of the event, though, was listening to Mr. President's speech. Ladies and gentlemen, Yahya Jammeh of the Gambia.
The Gambia will be the only lasting economic and social superpower nation in the near future. Let us march to the economic superpower status by 2015.
My father and my God. Did he say 2000? Whoa. He said Gambia would match the economic superpower status, right? in 2015.
The economic superpower status by 2015.
Ah, my God.
Others have dominated for a long time. Is Gambia strong?
Wait a minute. Is this about dominating the world or taking care of your people?
Is Gambia strong? With the likes of Dubai, Singapore, Hong Kong, the United States of America and others in economic development.
Whoa! Dubai, Singapore, United States.
Today, Qatar is cited as the richest country on earth. By 2015, they will look up to Gambia as the richest country on earth, he showed.
Did he say Qatar?
Today, Qatar is cited as the richest country on earth. By 2015, they will look up to Gambia as the richest country on earth.
Okay, so I'm really trying not to laugh. Okay, but did he just list Dubai, Singapore, America, Qatar, and I thought I heard Hong Kong. Did he just say that they will pass them by 2015? Okay, so I know that must be a typo in his speech or whatever, because he later said 2025, which means in 10 years time, Dubai, Singapore, America, and Hong Kong, they will all start looking up to the Gambia, because Gambia will overtake all these countries and become the richest country on earth. I mean, are you serious? You know, I like the fact that he's ambitious, don't get me wrong, but if in 10 years time you will be the richest country on earth, by now your people should be feeling the economic boost. No be so? Before the whole world will feel it, your people should feel it now. You build hospitals with no doctors, unemployment rate is escalating in your country, the media sector is constantly being harassed if they say anything that you don't like, and you arrest and detain people anyhow. Is that the kind of environment that will give birth to the richest country on earth? This guy is seriously a comedian. Like the rest of the world would just step aside and say, oh, Gambia wants to become number one, let's stop developing ourselves. But you know, to be honest with you guys, there is absolutely no reason why Gambia shouldn't be number one, at least in Africa. I'm glad that he mentioned Singapore, because both Gambia and Singapore got their independence in 1965. In fact, Gambia is a few months older than Singapore, but look at what Singapore looks like today. I don't even want to compare Singapore with Gambia. No, I don't want to. You guys will not believe though that for a long time, this same Singapore was known for scarcity of land, scarcity of water, scarcity of markets and natural resources. That's what Singapore was known for. Singapore had nothing but fish and deep water ports. Gambia has fish, clay, silica sand, titanium, tin, and zircon. So Gambia has more natural resources than Singapore. Singapore has 5.3 million people and Gambia has 1.8 million people. I understand that the more manpower you have, the better, but at the same time, I think that if you have more natural resources and less people, your people should be enjoying more. But hey, what do I know? Yet, according to World Bank data, in 2014, per capita income in Gambia $1,610, while per capita income in Singapore $76,000. Look at that difference. They got their independence the same year, okay? So what does he mean by in 2015 or 2025, whatever, that they will pass everybody on earth? Like, really? Why not work on getting to where Singapore is right now? And you know, while we're talking about Singapore, let me remind the Nigerian officials that it's such a big shame, a very big one, that we got our independence 5 years before Singapore. 5 years. So today, not only has Singapore overtaken us, but they've completely left us behind. Per capita income in Nigeria, according to the same World Bank data, is 5,360. Meanwhile, the one of Singapore is 76,000. Look at that gap. Look at that gap. Happy Independence Day, my Gambian people. But as I was saying, if Jammeh wants to take Gambia to the next level and make it number one in the world, he should remember that his own people need to feel the economic boost before the whole world will feel it. Good luck to Mr. President for passing everybody else on earth. But you guys know that I don't know anything. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Before I leave today, I like to read some of your emails. And the first one is from Oluwafemi Olawale. And he says, hi Adeola, I'm sending this mail in to confirm Bankole's claim about not having power in Ekpe for about 5 years. What? So it is true? Hey. I finished from Lagos State University Ekpe campus, and throughout my 5-year stay in school, there was actually no power supply. Are you serious? other than 30 minutes interjections we got every 6 months or thereabout. Wow, so this thing is actually true. The funny part of it is this village Ekpe happens to be the hometown of the longest serving state speaker in Nigeria, Honorable Adeyemi Ikuforiji. What? It's also the hometown of the young billionaire Femi Otedola. No way. It is the hometown of Femi Otedola that doesn't have electricity for 5 years. Hey! Whose father was a former governor of Lagos State, and he lived in this village until his death sometimes last year. Chai! Former governor did not fix electricity in his hometown as well. His son is a billionaire. If anybody that knows Femi Otedola can please tell him that they don't have electricity in his village. Talking about cultism, it was because you hear of junior secondary school students killing each other because they belong to different cult groups. And the most unfortunate thing is that the elders of the town are the ones making use of these cult groups. Today, Ekpe remains the most backward division in Lagos State. Wow! Thank you, Mr. Oluwafemi Olawale, for sending that email. All I would just want to say is Femi Otedola should do something about his village. This is very embarrassing. How can you say that you're a billionaire and making all this money and you don't have electricity in your village? There is God, though. There is God. Our next email is from Umar Farouk Usman, who says, do not be partial. Hi, Adeola. I watched the 2 PDP campaign adverts that you aired in your last episode. Instead of tackling issues and taking responsibility, they prefer to point accusing fingers at the opposition while chasing shadows. I would like you to play this attached APC adverts in your next episode so people can see the difference. These are straight to the point and on issue. Can we see the first video?
Who is a pilot?
A pilot is who drives an airplane.
Who is a chef?
A chef is who cooks food.
Then who is change?
Buhari.
Buhari? Really?
Yes.
Why?
And he'll give us a new Nigeria.
Oh, sure is so cute. But I don't think that's a campaign video though. Let's see the second one.
Kai, if you think election can save you, then you are only joking. Wallahi, we'll keep kidnapping your wives and daughters. We will steal your properties until you give us our rights. What we demand for is what we are asking. This election cannot save you, Pa. I have said it, and so shall it be. If you don't give us our rights, wallahi, we're going to destroy and destabilize this nation. I have said it, and that is how it's going to be. Haruma Sabi, have you people heard me? That is my final say. Ahmed! Ibrahim!
Okay, I like the fact that they didn't say anything about the opposition party. They just went straight to the point. So let's see the third one. If truly they know how to karate, we need to collaborate, we need to do a whole, because I have my black belt, you know. The question is, do they have black belts? Because I don't deal with people that don't have their black belt yet, because once you get to the level that I am when it comes to sure you understand, you don't want to mess with people that may not be experienced. Anyway, I think they did a good job, but you know, if I say anything else, they will say I'm campaigning for Buhari. But Mr. Umar Farouk Usman, thank you so much. Alright guys, that's all the time that I have for emails. Please keep sending your emails to adeola.keepingitreal@gmail.com. Alright y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Until next week, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.